All right, so we're back with the final round of the first season of Grand Arena Championships. And just to give a quick update before we move on to our current match, we did win the first two matches. I gave you an update on the first one a few days ago. And then the last match against Nikoya, I did manage to, I got about 1884 with the one hiccup on the Darth Revan, but my opponent wasn't able to clear me. So I had kept couple of sisters and a Kira team, which he had a couple of battles against, and then he had three matches against the Jedi Knight Revan team and couldn't clear me. So this was a comfortable victory. And it was a pretty satisfying match because he had kept a very tough defense. Currently, my opponent is Sanandis. Let's take a quick look at the matchup. So overall, Sanandis has got me on GP and G12 and G13 characters. He's got more than me, but I have about 9 more Zetas, so slight advantage over there. But in terms of mods also, we're pretty equal with the exception of 6E mods, where I've got almost double the number of 6E mods that Sanandis has. So that's definitely an advantage for me. But Sanandis, surprisingly, even despite the fact that he's got relatively bad mods, I mean his speed mods plus 10, plus 15, plus 20 are almost as bad as mine. Despite the fact Sanandis has won every single Grand Arena match up till now. He's about rank 100 or 150 or something like that in the current division, which is Orodium. But so whatever they're doing, definitely it has been working for them. And let's see how that goes today. In terms of the offensive, undersize, and defensive wins, they've got a pretty balanced stats over there for Grand Arena. And this rank 435 that you see over there, that was at the beginning of this Grand Arena week. And now it's closer to 100 something. And despite the fact that they don't have many 6E mods, and in general the mods are weaker than the rest of the group, their T1 and T2 relics are really up there. They're one of the most relic tunes in the week that we have. 16 relic characters who are at T1 and T2. So that's pretty impressive. All right, let's go over and take a look at the defenses. So Sanandis from one of the guilds, one of the Japanese guilds, I believe, they have gone ahead and attacked, and they have struggled a bit on my defenses. I kept a relatively tough defense this time too, because that's just the way that I'm comfortable in playing. I would rather that my opponents did not clear me than the fact that I set a relatively easy defense and I clear them with offense, with a lot of offense left over. That's always a sitting thing with me, that I prefer to keep a heavy defense and not clear the opponent but still win, rather than setting a light defense and then winning with tons of my offense still available. It just feels wrong to me. But let's go ahead and see what I've set over here. At the top, I kept my sisters and a separatist squad with Sunfac over here. Like I mentioned in my last video, I'm splitting away Sunfac from the rest of the Geos just because I really don't see a need for him there. And this separatist squad could really use a separatist tank. And I'm not going to separate my Magna Guard from the Grievous team. So this guy seems to be a perfect fit over here. So that managed to get a couple of holds. So that was good to see. Last time I had Watt in there, and that team didn't get any hold, but this time we got a couple of holds there. Sisters did a decent job as well, both in the last match as well as in this match. My sisters, maybe because of the fact that they're not G13, people might tend to underestimate them and take troopers in, but they did a decent job over here as well. And below, what I did was I decided to keep two of my relatively tougher teams with very narrow counter choices. I've kept my Jedi Knight Revan and my Rex team. Rex is usually taken down by Geos or CLS, and Jedi Knight Revan is typically taken by Darth Revan or Jedi Knight Revan himself. So I wanted them to exhaust some of those counters, so that most likely they would have gone mirror match over there and exhausted the Jedi Knight Revan, so that by the time they come behind, they wouldn't have Jedi Knight Revan Bastila for the Grievous counter. So that was my goal with that, and it looked like it did work. They one-shot the Jedi Knight Revan most probably in a mirror match, and over here, they did not even attempt my Grievous because they were probably exhausted of teams. They had a couple of attempts on my Kira. This time I kept Zalbar and Mission along with Kira. I felt instead of keeping a separate Kira team and a separate Karth team, I'll combine the strongest elements of both these teams and make one super team. And that seemed to have worked over here. So that got a couple of holes, and they did not even attempt my Grievous. So looks like they're out of offense. And at the back over here, I kept my CLS with Nest, which was a tough team, so they might have mirrored this as well with their own CLS. And my Evox with Malak. Now, since I was using Darth Revan on offense, I felt that they can do, if I'm not going for a mirror for Darth Revan versus Darth Revan, Darth Revan with Basti is good enough to take out almost any single team. So Malak is a great solo tune to leave on defense with just about any other B or C team to give an outcome like this. Now my Evox typically tend to give 60 banners to your opponents, where you can take them out with a trooper team, or you can go in with a solo nest and get 62, 63 banners. But in this case, they managed to get a hold. So good to see my Evox doing something other than just freezing my battles. So that was the overview of my defense, and it seems to have done a decent job. I've got 1539 that Sanandis has got, so I've got tons of wiggle room. As long as I clear my opponent, I'm pretty comfortable in winning this match. So, but I still can't take too many risks because they do have some decent teams out front. They have their Relic 7 Grievous with Watt in here, which is going to be interesting. And they've got G13 Magna and B1 as well. So let's think about what to take there. Against the Sisters, the staple team that I have is Wampa, Basti Wampa. I'm going to continue with that. And over here I have the new team with Nest this time. And this team seems to be quite popular these days, where you have basically hide the rest of the separatists and keep Nest out in the open, and just spread extortion, do damage until people figure out how to take Nest. So it forces you to go in with a tough team like Treya or something like that. I'm not going to exhaust my Treya over here, but we'll think of something else to do over here. And then we've got the clones team, a double Zeta Shakti lead with all the 4 clones. I feel that this version of the team is relatively weaker. If you have a Rex lead, that's so much better, especially with Barris in there instead of the 4th clone. That is my go-to team, and that's a team that I kept on defense as well. So that's usually what I would do if I keep Shakti and the clones on defense. Okay, so before we move on to some of the tougher teams, let's warm up with a relatively easier counter, a more straightforward one, which is the Shakti clones. I like to use my Geos against them, undermanned. These guys do more than enough damage. The unfortunate thing is you won't recover full protection on them, but I think we should end with 57 if everything goes well. They're going to go first and do a ton of stuff. Luckily, they don't have much damage on them. Ooh, okay, so now let's heal up a little bit, and let's start attacking 5s. Yeah, let's keep going at 5s. There's no Barris over here as well, so it should be relatively easier. Okay, let's take out Shakti, since she ends up giving the clones retribution. And then I think 5s has a Zeta, I don't remember, but in any case, let's just get him down. It's good practice. Okay, this should get him down. Now we can just go in for Rex, because that guy don't want to get his Annihilate up. Cody. Oh, they had Cody in here, not Sarge for some reason. Okay. Yeah, there's no way that I'll have the heal ready in time. That's one problem that this team has. If Barris was there, maybe I could have delayed it a bit. But with this, there's just no way that the heal is there in time. So I'm going to end with 57 banners. So one thing, a few of my guildmates and shardmates have tried this counter out, Geos versus clones, and they haven't had as much success. And I think the difference is the Zeta on Geonosian Brood Alpha lead, that adds a ton of value against these clones, because the Zeta gives extra offense if the enemy is buffed, and the clones are always buffed all the time. And especially if you have a G13 Brood Alpha, who calls a G13 brute, the offense is off the roof for these guys. Obviously, a spy also has to be modded really well, but otherwise the brood alpha, his counters just take away all the protection and sometimes just outright kill the character even with Barris in there. So I think the Zeta on the lead is something which makes this team even more consistent against the clones. Okay, so 57 banners over here. Let's see what else we want to take out. I kind of want to get rid of this team over here to see what's at the back, and then we can decide what to take against Grievous and the sisters. So against this, I'm thinking of taking my JTR. I don't want to waste any of my good counters like Treya or Padme. I'm thinking of going in with the JTR team. I think they should have enough control for these guys. So let's see how these guys do. Okay, I'm going to hide everyone except for B2. Let's apply some target locks. All right, now I'm going to save the dispel over there. I'm going to go after Dooku first. Okay, and then should I get rid of Dooku or Droideka? Maybe I get rid of Droideka. Okay, let's apply some, let's cleanse that. I think she's got damage immunity, so I wasn't able to get rid of her in time. Let's just work on Dooku. So the good thing is here, Acolyte is not able to go under stealth because of target lock. And Dooku is not able to retaliate as well. Let's heal up. Let's save the heal for now. Let's just finish off Dooku. Ooh, that was bad. Yep. I should have gotten rid of Droideka when I had the chance. Or I don't think I really had a chance for Droideka. But that's fine. Let's continue to work on these guys. I'm going to try to land a stun. There we go. And let's get rid of her. Does anyone need healing? Not yet. So she's under stealth. So if I hit Nest, she's not going to counter. Let's get rid of that. Let's hide everyone except R2 this time. So we won't have Illuminated Destiny for healing, but we can heal a little bit with T3M4. Let's land another stun. Newt is mostly harmless in this combination. I'm going to keep him around for a little while. Let's heal up IPD. Let's just work on Newt a little bit. Let's remove some. Let's land a hit on Nest. Try to get her. Okay, let's hide everyone except this one. Some more debuffs. And I'm going to land a healing immunity on Nest because I want, you don't want to leave Nest towards the end. Okay, let's daze her. And hopefully we have a big hit over here. Not yet. Maybe this one will do it. Almost. Okay, let's keep cleansing that. I think this one is going to do it now. There we go. All right, now we finish it off. I don't think we'll have the healing ability available. Droidica screwed up a little bit of our plans by one-shotting BB-8. Otherwise, we would have definitely had a chance to recover more banners. So BB-8's death caused us 3 banners over here. It would have been 56, but with the protection recovery, it probably would have been closer to 58 in this, I think. But that's fine. We're not really counting banners in this match. And main thing is this kind of a team gives us plenty of control, and you don't have to end up wasting a team like Treya or something like that against this new Droidica Dooku separatist team, because my opponent had a tough time against my new team as well. So yeah, really weak teams over here. They've got Han and Chewie under Kira, which is interesting. So that might require a relatively tougher team to take out. So let's figure out what we want to do against that. That might be slightly problematic. Might need maybe a Padme squad. But let's see if they've kept their Darth Revan behind here, and then we can decide what to take against that. Now, this team, the Darth Revan team, is definitely the Grievous team is definitely the toughest one over here. So I'm probably going to end up taking my Darth Revan. That's the only one I have remaining over here. It's a Relic 7 Grievous with 140k health, 200 speed, and 93% crit chance. So I think it's been modded for the nuke squad, and there's plenty of damage on battle droid as well, modded for offense. 6,000, not too bad. I've seen cases close to 8,000 to 10,000. But what's going to happen over here is Water's going to end up giving the tech taunt to Magna, and Magna is going to end up taunting all the time with B1 healing him. So it's going to be this is the toughest version of the Grievous team, and yeah, survivability is going to be a problem. I'm debating whether to take Padme against it or Darth Revan. You know what? Let me just go in with Darth Revan, because I want to be able to one-shot it. And you definitely need something which does a percentage health damage. Okay. Which is why Padme and Darth Revan with the death mark, these kind of teams are really great against Grievous with gigantic health. Okay. Now we have shock on everyone. Let's land some fear, and we are stuck behind Magna. Let's try to take him out a little bit. Now hopefully someone will get under 50% health. Not likely. Everyone has got full protection. But let's land some more fear on Grievous. So that's the problem. He got taken out too fast, and we never really got a chance to have death mark on him. Okay, let's do a basic to see if this gets him below 50% health. Yes, it does. All right. Now let's target Grievous and target him again, and he's down. Cool. Now the battle is pretty straightforward. Let's just get rid of Watt. And this guy. We're not going to be able to recover full protection on all of these guys. They're definitely going to end with 55 banners. I probably didn't need all of them. Could have gotten rid of Sith. Marauder really didn't do anything much, but it was a relic level 7 Grievous, so I didn't want to take any chance. Okay, so that battle is done, and now we need to clear this team to get to the back. And this is my favorite battle of the match. I'm going to be giving these guys a good whomping. If there was any rebels out here, I probably would have taken... Oh, you know, we do have a couple of rebels over here. Should I save the Wampa for these guys, Han and Chewie? Nah, I think I'll just go with Padme over here, because these guys have got plenty of assists. So Padme team is going to have the survivability needed for this. Yeah, let's just go with the Wampa against these sisters. Now, my Wampa team is R5 right now. So this is the standard team that I usually go with. Bastilla, Hermit Yoda, and Wampa are my trio. I always go with those guys because job of Bastilla is to give Wampa all the buffs. Job of Hermit Yoda is to give Masters training and amp up the damage quite a lot. And the plus side is Bastilla lead gives tons of tenacity and protection for Jedi. So this is a really good team for banner recovery against his sisters. I've kept Johanni in here just for the pre-taunt. Usually I have Mace in here. I need any Jedi tank really to absorb the spirit stun first. But Johanni also has the additional ability to recover tons of health and protection on her own. Very self-reliant tank. So if you see in Johanni's kit, her unique recovers 20% of her max health at the beginning of her turn. So she handles plague really, really well. And and then she has an additional cleanse which these guys can use, and she recovers for each critical hit. She recovers health and protection. So a very good self-sustaining tank. I know a lot of people have been disappointed with Johanni, and I have been struggling to find a place for her in my other squad, either the Old Republic or my regular Jedi Knight Revan squad. But she fits in actually pretty well in the Bastilla Hermituda Wampa counter against the sisters. So let's go ahead with this, and let's see what the R5 Wampa can do. Okay, so the speed bump is also good. These guys get to start off first. There's a dispel, and now let's apply some days. 40k days. Excellent. Okay. All right. So let's get rid of the spirit. I'm going to give this to Wampa. 120k. All right. Let's get rid of zombie. Heal everyone. Okay, I need to get Johanni taunting because these guys are attacking Bastilla too much. Alright, let's land some buff immunity, and then we can go after some of these others. Ooh, see, that was a hard-hitting spirit. Let's go after Daka, or let's just take out spirit once again. Wampa is stunned, which is not good news. I don't have a cleanse as well. Alright. Let's heal everyone, get rid of the plague. This is not good. Come on, Wampa, come out of stealth. I need you, buddy. Okay. Finally, we can cleanse Wampa and get him out of here. And let's just keep going with the Wampa. Hopefully Wampa will be able to solo these guys. Now he's going to get full turn meter because he has a lot of allies who have died, which is actually why Wampa is perfect over here. This should take out a bunch of them. I don't think I've utilized any of Zombie's free revives. Maybe one of them. But let's see how heavy this AoE is. Okay. So good damage so far, and just have to make sure that yeah, now Daka is the one that I really wanted to get rid of. Okay, good news is that Zombie has got 2 deaths, so she's not going to move anymore. And counter should kill these guys, if I can get rid of Daka. Oh, damn, this is not good news. Damn. Alright, so my team failed me this time. Daka was just not getting down. I think she was pretty tanky. She had the Zeta on her, and 65k. Yeah, so my Wampa failed me this time, but maybe I should take in another Jedi next time to be safe. But that's fine. I think we have to go into that Padme team over here because we don't have a choice. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, we'll have to use a Padme team over here to get rid of them, especially since these guys are turn meter loaded. And then we have to take something else against those other guys. Let's just use these four. Okay, now the team can get into action. Let's get some protection up. And let's try to get rid of, we have to get rid of these guys twice. Some more healing, protection up. Let's get rid of offense up on Spirit. And let's try to get rid of Daka. So that's going to be the first death, or second death probably. And yep, that was the second. That was the final death. So the death on Daka is so very important in these matches, because you saw that we had got the sisters down so many times, but we just weren't able to get them down because of Daka. She kept reviving them. Okay, let's get rid of her. And we lost our Grievous, our General Kenobi, but we should still end with no problem. Okay, so we just need a clear to win. Sisters are always problematic, and maybe I should either beef up my Wampa or give him more tenacity, or maybe go in with another Jedi who has more tenacity. But anyway, here we have a Karth Wampa squad, and we have a bounty hunter team. Let's check the speed on these guys. 249, relatively weak. Bosk is at 259. So with the bonus, he'll be at 289. I should be able to trooper these guys, I think. Let me see how fast my troopers are. My Stark is at 276, so he'll definitely outspeed Bosk. Okay, let's just take in these guys. See if I can't get a quick death. Let's go after Zam. There we go. Bosk is ability blocked, so I'm just going to reduce some turn meter over there. Go after Boba and target Django and get one more death there, and then finish off Boba there. And now Django again. Target Bosk, finish these guys off. And now we can apply death mark on Bosk, which did not stick. Okay, we'll still end with 60. Okay, so that was a no-brainer. Troopers against a Bounty Hunter, a really good team. Which is why I don't leave Bounty Hunter on defense anymore. They're almost as bad as Ewoks, especially if you have them slow like this. Even under Django lead, especially if they're slow, they can be taken out pretty easily because they're more squishy than under Bosk lead. So that's a trade-off that you have. But yeah, so that's that team. Now let's see what we have left to take out these other teams. So definitely the Kira team is the toughest one over there. What do we have left? I was hoping to use my Padme against it, but that was not to be. I had to use Padme for the cleanup on the sisters, which was unfortunate. But I do have some decent teams left. I have a Treya, I have a crew, I have bounty hunters, and I have EP, and I have my bounty hunters. Okay, so let's see what we can do against these guys. I might have to go Treya because that's my toughest team right now. Let's see how they're modded. So Han is definitely going to go first and shoot someone. Um, Luckily, he's not a G13 Han, so his mods are not that great. Yeah, he doesn't have much damage, so it's not that he's going to be able to one-shot someone. Gonna have L3 over there who could use the isolate and fracture on maybe hmm. So maybe we use a Treya against this team. Um, I know Treya teams are usually susceptible to a percentage health damage, which Han and Chewie do a lot. But I think my Treya team should be able to handle these guys. Let's see what are the Sith I have. I could definitely use a Daze against both L3 as well as Chewie. Could definitely use that. Should I go in with a stun with the EP for better control? Nah, let's just go into these guys and see how they do. The assists are also going to end up costing them some banners, health loss because of Treya's lead. The one person I did not want to be stunned got stunned because I was hoping to. Again, he got stunned. This is bad news. Okay, let's just isolate, and I'm gonna pass this back to. Okay. Let's work on Vandor, or actually Chewbacca, and let me dispel Vandor because I don't want any buffs on him. Come on, Thrawn. Okay, let me get some days out finally. Ah, damn. The one guy that I wanted to not get stunned got stunned. Let's try to at least take off Vandor. Now Days hasn't landed and I need to really get rid of Chewbacca, because otherwise this match is not going to go anywhere. Thrawn was completely useless. Okay, at least we got rid of Chewbacca, so all those assists are done. And these guys are not going to do that much damage. Let's just get rid of Han. He's the main damage dealer. So messy, but we got a little bit of bad RNG with Thrawn getting stunned twice in a row. But at least we one-shot this team. Okay, now I'm less worried. We've got relatively easier teams to clean up. All right. So not really bothered about banners over here. So one interesting mechanism. Usually when you hit L3, she dispels all debuffs on herself. Because of a special which cleanses every time she's hit, she cleanses a random ally. But I've been noticing that when she's isolated, she's not cleansing any of this stuff, which is interesting to see. Which is always why she's the best candidate to isolate if you're running this team over here against an L3. Okay, so that's the reason I think that my opponents struggled a bit, because they kept their Han and Chewie over there with the Kira, which is why they might have decided to use a really strong team against my CLS. I bet they used Jedi Knight Revan against my CLS, because they did not have their own Han and Chewie with them. So that's always a trade-off that you have to make when you keep Han and Chewie on defense. This was a tough team. It cost me banners, but it probably cost him the ability to clear my board, so it was pretty expensive. Okay, so now what do you want to take against these guys? Wampa, and then we have Crew. Let's see what we have left. We have our EP team. We have bounty hunters, and we have crew. Okay. I think I'll use EP against because crew versus crew, I'll be able to control these guys pretty well. Should I use EP against these guys? They've got Mission and Zalbar are not to be trifled with. I wish I had Thrawn over here to use against these guys, because Wampa is going to apply stun. So maybe I use my crew over here. Yeah, maybe I might be forced to use my crew out here, just because I need Wampa stunned and controlled. And I'm going to start first. So I'm going to stun Wampa so that daze is not applied, and then start working on these guys. All right. Let me get rid of Candrass. He's the most dangerous over here. Can I get rid of... Well, let me just pass some turn meter around. Okay. Just going to keep assisting. All right. He doesn't have advantage, so he's not going to dispel this. Why are these guys attacking only my first order stormtrooper? Oh, because crew doesn't have... Crew doesn't have a taunt. Damn. 17 debuffs. I need to cleanse this guy, otherwise he's going to end up dying. Finally, I get to dispel this guy. Well, the good thing was that we got rid of Karth, so with all the AoEs. Okay, so that got dispelled. Let's give some more turn meter to everyone. Okay, now at least we got crew taunting. Great, so he's got advantage, so he's going to dispel this. And now let's try to get rid of Candrass. There we go. So Wampa still hasn't come out of stun. But that's the reason I wanted to take crew over here. I want to just maintain the stun on this guy and try to take down Wampa while I can. Apply healing immunity so that he doesn't heal back up. Okay, I'm going to pass this back to First Order Stormtrooper again, and I'm going to use my basic to dispel him. Wampa still hasn't come out of stun, poor guy. Okay, so we got rid of him. Now, yeah, Wampa was pretty dangerous out here just because he could daze the team and completely neutralize it. Healing immunity, reduce some turn meter, dispel. And yeah, this is a great control team to have. And also something which can allow you to recover banners towards the end. Yeah, I've got a couple of teams left to take out the other one. We have... let's see, let's recover some banners. And I think we'll end up with 59, which is okay. All right, so we still have our bounty hunters and our EP team left to clear the zone at the bottom. So I've already won, so I'm not too bothered about it, but it'll be good to get a clear anyway. Okay, what do we want to use over here? EP? Yeah, most likely EP with the stuns. Okay, yeah, I think EP team will do. If they're not able to get a good job done, I think I can at least clean up with the bounty hunters, maybe. Yeah. What other Sith do I have? You know what? I could use the healing immunity from Sid over here, because all these debuffs, they're going to end up healing both the Kylos quite a lot. And they're immune to dots. And that this team heavily relies on debuffs. So I need something like healing immunity from Sidious to really get the job done. I could use the buff immunity from TIE Fighter Pilot as well, but he's squishy, and these guys, especially with the number of AoEs that Kylo has, I think that TIE Fighter Pilot might end up biting the dust. But these guys are all pretty tanky, so I think they should do the job. Okay, let's go with some debuffs first. Get the turn meter train rolling. Some more debuffs. So he took the stun, which is fine. Reduce some more turn meter. Some stuns. Not much stuns. That was not good. Alright, let's apply some healing immunity there. Ability block. Okay, let's start with some shock over here. Oh, you know what? I did not need healing immunity because shock actually takes care of that. That's fine. I end up never using my Sidious these days. And I gave him a Zeta as well. So might as well try to end up using him over here. Alright. Let's try to get at least 1 or 2 down. Man, this taunt is irritating. Maybe a buff immunity would have been helpful. Damn, all these AoEs are killing me. These 2-turn stuns are terrible. Yeah, I have no dispel, and yeah, these AoEs are terrible. Yep, I don't think this is going to go anywhere. Might have to go in with my bounty hunter team. Yeah, I don't know if those guys will be able to do it, but yeah, let me try with the bounty hunter team, because these guys are not going to be able to do anything. Okay, so let's back out, go back in, and which other bounty hunters do I have? I like Zam in there. Or maybe I need some stuns from CAD. Nah, that's fine. I like Zam in there. Although thermals don't do much damage to the Kylos, but the others at least I can get rid of. Even if I'm stuck behind a taunt, should be able to take care of those guys. There's no Django in there, which sucks. But yeah, let's. These guys at least have got a lot of recovery. I'm going to apply double ability block over here so that he doesn't end up stunning these guys. Alright, let's add some thermals. Still stuck behind taunt. Some more thermals. And some more. Nobody else is. We're still stuck behind the taunt. Why is Boba not gone yet? Oh, I think he went already, but he applied ability block. I want the execute to come in. There we go. Didn't kill him, but yeah, let's continue. I think in the next turn I might be able to kill this guy. Come on, Bosk. Healing immunity. It's not good. And these guys get too much turn meter. Yeah, I might not be able to finish this. Okay, at least let's try to get first order officer down. Almost. Damn. healing immunity and boss really killed him. Okay, let's try to at least get first order officer down, and then we can try to clean it up later. Maybe if we can get Fox down as well. All right, I don't know if this is going to do the job, but let's try. Yeah, the 2 turn stun really kills it. Okay, now I can't go around taunt anymore, so this is the end of the road for Boba and the bounty hunters. Okay, let's see if we can't throw the rest of our roster in here to somehow try to clean these guys up. What else do we have? We have Karth, Candrass. Maybe we can do this. We can do a scoundrel team to clear these guys up. Got, let's go Old Republic. And then let's go Scoundrel, because I've got a Zeta Han who can assist. I need a tank. These guys are not going to survive. Or should I go in with that guy? He can revive and he gains tons of turn meter on debuffs. So yeah, let's try that, and then we've got maybe a decent rebel team that we can use to clean up as well. We have maybe a Savage team that we can take in. Maybe a Phoenix, maybe a secondary resistance team. So we've got a bunch of B and C teams left. Let's just throw a bunch of stuff here and see what sticks. Okay. Look at the counters. Okay, let me heal this guy back up. And let me just use basics over here. At least Dots might be able to get these guys down. The other guy. I need a big hit, so I'm going to build up some damage on him. So he's prepared, which is great. We start working on first order executioner. All right, keep going there. Days, which is good. Oh, I don't want to use the big hit because all right, let me actually do that. Let me use the big hit over here against and recover some protection on this guy. I'm going to end up losing Candrass over here because he's not going to heal, and Kylo is going to do counter there. We can get him back. Let's get him back. Only to lose him again. Okay. Let's see if we can't land a hit over here. I want to take out Fox at least. Ah, damn. These guys keep getting stunned. Yeah, that's why B teams are almost impossible to take these guys out. Yeah, it's impossible to take these guys out with B teams. All right, let's see what else we can throw over here. Otherwise, we're just going to call it a night. We have C3PO in our rebel team, which I don't think it's going to do anything much. What rebels do we have? We have Akbar. We've got C3PO. Yeah, let's go in with this. See if these guys do anything. Otherwise, we can go in with a Jin and maybe a big wedge lead after this. I love throwing stuff in my. I love digging into the depths of my roster and trying to come up with with stuff. Okay, at least we got a confuse there, which is going to prevent the taunt. Let's try to get rid of this guy. Oh, damn, look at how hard he hits. Well, at least the confuse prevented the taunt, so that is good to see. Let's pass this over to Chopper and get everyone to assist. And hopefully, oh damn, still not able to take that guy out. Confuse over here as well. So close to taking out Fox. Well, now we can take him out. There we go. And now let's see if we can't get rid of First Order Stormtrooper. Confuse and Expose is not going to do anything much against the crews, but yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so let's take something to take out First Order Stormtrooper over there. What can we take against that? All right, we can probably go in with a Biggs and Wedge kind of a team. Still have more rebels. Maybe Stormtrooper Han. This is going old school. Who else can I take in? I can save my Phoenix for another, if I have any Phoenix left, for another battle. But maybe these guys. Who else do I have? Do I have any other tanks? Maybe I get Savage in here to see if he can't land a lucky hit. Let's see. Okay, big hit. There we go. All right, now he's going to stun someone. Hopefully not. Oh, damn. I was hoping it wouldn't be Stormtrooper Han. Let's just save that for now. Keep getting him down. Damn. So Biggs' wedge is gone. And so is him. Now he ends up taunting. A little bit too late. Nah, this is not going to do anything. I was hoping to get him under health, but these guys recover too much health and protection with their buffs. So this is not going to work. Good thing is with all these crits, this guy is getting a lot of turn meter. Biggs, wedge. Oh, that's Biggs, yeah. But the stuns will kill these guys because the 2-turn stuns are impossible to counter. Nah, this is not going to work. Okay, let's see what else we have. I'm using teams that I've never really tried before. Maybe once or twice. I've struggled like this against a few other rosters once or twice. All right. I think I have a Phoenix team. Let's see what those guys are able to do. Nah, I ended up using a bunch of them. Okay. What else do I have? I need guys to stun and control, and unfortunately, I don't have any of those guys left. So most probably this might be the end of the road. Maybe I have a ragtag rebel team. Oh, I've got Zeb in there. Okay. All right. Let's go in these guys. All right, let's try to land a stun. There we go. But all these debuffs just end up healing them. That's the problem. Let's at least try to land a daze. We did that. Now let's try to stun him. Yeah, that's a problem. These guys will end up healing too much. But we do have healing immunity, which can be applied by Cassian. But Cassian is gone. So we are out of luck. We can actually get back Cassian. Let's land a daze on this guy. He's countering too much. And let's land a stun on him. There we go. Healing immunity. Oh, this is buff immunity. Let's recover some protection on this guy. Stun him. Nah, this is not going to work. So we did apply healing immunity, which is good. But I think it's too little too late. Let's save that. Yeah. Nope, mine are pretty low geared. Maybe if they were a little higher geared, they might have stood a chance. But mine are just G7, G8, nothing really fancy. So that's where roster depth comes into play, where you are able to, really, if you have really your C and B teams are all G12 and above, you can really do a good job in controlling these guys. Well, we do have a resistance team as well. Oh yeah, we do have a Finn lead. Yeah, I'm not very hopeful about these guys, but there's something. Let's see. Holdo has days, and we've got a few cleanses as well. So let's see. And we've got buff immunity and big damage from these guys. We don't have healing immunity though. Let's land a stun. Days. All right, days did get landed. Big hit. Oh, dodged. Heal. Let's heal up this guy some more. Okay. Stun. Big hit. Come on. So he's gone. And she's stunned. Buff immunity came a little too late. Big hit. Ooh. Very close. Oh, damn. Nah. Couldn't do it. Nope. Yeah. Came close, but couldn't do it. Yeah, my resistance team also is G10, G11. Nothing, I mean, apart from the JTR team, these guys really are not capable of doing anything much. Okay, I think that's enough. I don't think we'll be able to do anything more. Maybe, I don't know. I have no other team left. Yeah, that's enough. I'm not going to put myself through this anymore. Maybe one more team. I don't know. No, this is going to heal them. Bounty Hunter. What does this guy's lead do? Potency. Okay, what bounty hunters do we have? Excuse me. Someone to snipe. Buff immunity. All right, let's see. Excuse me. Buff immunity and ability block. That's good. Healing immunity as well. Big hit. Stun. This is actually working. Man, if I had Savage right now. What do you know? These guys actually did it. But no days, unfortunately. So these guys are not going to go anywhere. Kylo is well capable of soloing teams like this. But at least the next time he won't have his leadership. So let's see if he can't do something to take these guys out. Maybe if I had a tank in there. Okay. Okay, so there's his leadership is not there. Maybe we might be able to clear the board. Let's see. What else do we have? What attackers do we have? We don't have anything left. We need people to stun. So Royal Guard with stun on basic is good. What lead can I use? Who are these guys? So I've got a couple of clones, I think, who may be able to have some survivability. I need some stunners. So this guy definitely. Shock and stun. Biston to remove turn meter. All right. Let's see if these guys are able to do anything. Okay. There we go. That was a good assist. All right, let's keep working on this guy. And let's remove some turn meter. Defense up. We don't need to stun right away. Oh yeah, Cody has got another stun as well, so that's a good thing. Okay, keep going. Stun. Nah. Okay, let's remove some more turn meter. Oh, you know what? We might actually pull this off. Wow. Couldn't stun. Come on. Oh, there we go. Only 26 banners, but this had to be the most satisfying match of the season for me, I bet. Oh man, that was something. So this is exactly the kind of matches that I live for. The excitement that you get in clearing when you thought that you absolutely couldn't. That's really what really gets to me about Grand Arena, which is really amazing. I get completely bored with matches which are extremely one-sided and where I easily clear the board, and there's not much excitement in something like that. But having to go to the depths of your roster and use characters that you completely wouldn't have, that's something which is really exciting to me. So that's how I know that I've set the right level of difficulty in terms of defense, is when I'm just able to clear my opponent on offense, and I've kept enough defense that they haven't managed to clear me at all. Those kind of battles are the most satisfying. So there you have it. It's I think that was a great way to end the first season of Grand Arena Championship. This was a really satisfying match. Not the best opponent, but and this week, in fact, I had my matches were pretty lackluster compared to the first couple of weeks, but it was a satisfying match nonetheless. So we ended up missing Kyber by about a few thousand points. Let's go back there and see. We ended up missing, so I'll get about 1,000 points for this win, so that'll be at 34,000. So I ended up missing Kyber by 1,500 points, which is fine. I mean, the 4 weeks that I had, the first week I lost one match in the finals against a Team Instinct guy who had completely outmodded and out-rostered me. Second week, another Team Instinct guy who I lost by one banner, which was unfortunate. More close match, and it could have gone either way. Third week, I had the freeze on my Malik battle, due to which I ended up losing a match which I should have won by 20 banners. So that probably cost me the Kyber. But otherwise, apart from those 3 matches, I've won every other match, and it seems it was pretty exciting the first week, the first season of Grand Arena. So I'm looking forward to the next one. I think it's only going to come after 10 days or something like that. There's going to be a week of break, and then we will go ahead and have the next session of Grand Arena. But I have a feeling that my matches are going to start getting more fair just because of the emphasis on relics. As you can see over here, my characters are not really well relicked up. I mean, apart from my Grievous, who's 5, and my Wampa, who's at 7, just got him to 7 today. Apart from that, really haven't relicked up any other characters. So that's a total of 11 relic levels that I have, 12 relic levels that I have, 5 plus 7. And most characters by now, at least the really good rosters, have got 50, 60 relic levels already built out on the characters. So that would basically prevent all these tough matchups for me. And I might start getting a few more fair matches. So I think in the next season of Grand Arena, you'll start seeing little better matches, little better matchmaking. You won't see whales get matched up with other people who have whaled out on relics as well, unless there's also a huge roster or Zeta differential. So that's at least my theory. All right, so the video has gone on for more than an hour, so I think let's wrap this up. It was a good first month. I will catch you guys in approximately 7 to 10 days when the next season of Grand Arena Championship starts up. Hopefully we can try for Kyber during that one. But until then, I'm signing off. I may upload a few videos here and there on some topics that interest me. So, watch out for that stuff from my channel. But the regular streams are going to stop for at least 7 to 10 days. I will catch you guys in 10 days then. Take care and talk to you later.